Good morning, children. Today we are going to study the most interesting part of this lesson, quadratic equation, that is its application part, or say word problems. Now, what is the most interesting thing about it is that you can see that the certain concepts what you study in maths, how they are applicable in our day-to-day life, okay, or in solving some problems, how it helps. That is interesting. And secondly, I know that many of you find it slightly difficult, so that also, the problem also we will solve today. First part, I will just suggest you how to solve word problems very easily. The first part out of it is how to read it. For example, see this question: find two consecutive positive even numbers, the sum of whose squares is 452. This is one general reading to understand what the question is. Second time you read the question again, analyzing all the information given, because using that information you are going to make a quadratic equation. So I read it again. Find 2. First word which has to drag your attention is consecutive. What do you mean by consecutive? Consecutive means one after other. Like after 1 what comes? 2. After 5 what comes? 6. Okay. This is consecutive, one after the other. Find 2 consecutive positive. Another important word here is positive. Means when you are going to write the answer, you have to take care that the numbers are positive numbers. Okay. You cannot accept the negative answer. Another thing is even numbers. So this word is also important. Our numbers are consecutive, but they are also even. So find 2 consecutive positive even numbers. The sum, this is giving you the operation sign. Sum is plus. Sum of whose squares. Squares word is another important thing. Squares is 452. So you see, almost each and every word in this 2 lines question is important, which will help you to frame the equation. How do we start? First we talk about consecutive and even numbers. Positive we will see when we are writing the answer. So consecutive even numbers. What are consecutive even numbers? Say after 2 what comes is 4. After 4 what comes is 6. So here, what if I am assuming, let the, see, since there are 2 numbers, so one will be smaller, one will be bigger, no? So I'll consider let the smaller number be x. Okay. So what will be the next? That is consecutive. Even number. If the smaller number is x, what will be the next consecutive even number? See, after 2 what comes is 4. After 4 what comes is 6. How the numbers are increasing? By plus 2. So if my smaller number is x, my next number will be what? X plus 2. This part has to go correct. So first thing we have done, that our two consecutive even numbers are x and x plus 2. Had I assumed the greater number as x, the smaller number would have come x minus 2. I think so. This part is very clear to you all. Next part, we have to frame the equation. For that, we have to think for the condition. What is the condition? Condition is sum of their squares is 452. This condition will enable you to frame the equation. Sum of their squares. Sum of what? Our numbers x and x plus 2. So sum of what? Their squares. So what is the square of the first number? X square plus sum. Second number x plus 2. You must have understood why I am putting the bracket now. X plus 2 the whole square. Sum of their squares is equal to 452. Clear, children? Reading the question, assuming the variables and putting them very properly, following exactly what the condition given is, will result into a correct equation. All these steps are very important. None of them should go wrong in order to get the correct answer. Now, after this, what left is very easy. Whole lesson we are working of this only. This, when I have taught you different type of equations, how to be written into the standard form or factorization method, etc. That time we have done so many sums of this pattern, and I have told you that in word problems mostly we get this kind of equation which we need to convert into the standard form. So x square will be as it is, plus expand x plus 2 the whole square. What formula you will use? A plus b the whole square. What is a plus b the whole square? A square plus 2ab plus b square. You need to write when you are practicing so that it gets fixed in your mind. So a square means what? X square, plus 2ab means 2 into x into 2, that is 4x, plus b square, that is what? 2 square 4, is equal to 452. Simplifying this will give you x square plus x square, 2x square, plus 4x, plus 4, and 452 should be brought this side. We are going for the standard form, na? So is equal to 0. Our right hand side is to be 0. We did accordingly. Now again simplify. These two terms can be simplified. 2x square plus 4x and 452 minus 4. What will be the answer? 8 equal to 0. Again, you can observe that 2 is a common factor everywhere, so whole equation can be divided by 2 to make it more easy. You get x square plus 2x minus 224 is equal to 0. Now this is the most simplified form of our equation and we need to work it out. So coefficient of x square 1 into minus 224. So you have got the product as negative 224. We are finding the difference. Difference should be 2. That means we definitely understand that the numbers which differ only by 2 we are finding. You can get the answer directly. If you know the tables very well, definitely you will get it so easily. I am giving you always the easiest possible way which will be applicable for everyone. 112 and 2 we cannot work out. Difference is not 2. Go for more. 56 also we cannot go for 2. 28 and 8 also we don't want. Then 2. 40. Now look at this. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 2s are 16. What is this number? 16. What is this number? 14. So we have got the numbers 16 and 14. So our difference is positive. So our numbers are 16 and minus 14. Did you understand? Some of you could definitely go for this directly, and if not, I have given you the shortcut also. Keep a watch. Keep the difference in your mind. 2 and 112 we have rejected, and like that way we have proceeded, and this number obtained here and this product is to be kept in your mind. Anyways, since the coefficient of x square is 1 here, I am writing directly the factors here. X plus 16 into x minus 14 equal to 0. This gives you x plus 16 equal to 0 or x minus 14 is equal to 0. That gives you x is equal to minus 16 or x is equal to 14. Now here comes this condition of our question, positive. So can we take x is equal to negative 16? No, we have to go back for this. X should be positive. So we will be rejecting. As x is positive number, therefore x cannot be negative 16. Therefore x is equal to 14. We have found the first value of x. X is 14. And now we can write the answer here, right? What will be our answer? The smaller number, what it was assumed as, x is 14. Therefore, the greater number, which was assumed as x plus 2, that will be what? 14. X plus 2 means what? 14 plus 2. What it is equal to? 16. So what our required numbers are? 14 and 16. You can check. Are they consecutive, positive, even numbers? Yes. 14 followed by 16. Next positive, even number. The condition is satisfied. And you can find their squares and you can check whether it comes as 452 or not. I think so. All the steps are clear to you all. Reading the question, assuming the numbers, framing the equation by following the condition exactly, simplifying the equation, bringing it to the standard form, and then working accordingly, and again while writing the answer, having a cross check what exactly was asked there and have we followed all the rules and condition given there or not. Once you fix this way of working in your mind, you will be finding all the sums very easy. Okay, let's see one more question. See the next question. The sum of two numbers is 9. Means we have got two numbers whose sum is 9. 18 times the sum of their reciprocals. 18 times the sum of their reciprocal is also 9. Find the numbers. I think so. Question is clear to you. So first we have to assume the number. The sum of two numbers is 9. Now those who absolutely don't know how to frame the numbers and are worried about that, for them, see the very easiest way I'll do. First thing what you have to remember is that quadratic equations are in one variable. But if you think that thinking the variable is a problem for you, okay, no problem, you think for two variables. So in rough I'll show you. Sum of two numbers is 9. Suppose you assume that let the two numbers be x and y. See, we are not using two variables. I'm just showing you how you think, because some children avoid word problems, I know it. And word problem is one compulsory question which is asked in the exam. X plus y is 9. That everyone can think, na? So suppose I want now the whole equation in terms of x only. Then I can express y in terms of x. So y will be equal to what? 9 minus x. Have you got? So if our one of the numbers is x, our another number will be what? 9 minus x. You can think in a literal way also. Suppose two numbers are there whose sum is 9. Say the numbers are 1. One of the number is 1. What will be the other number? 9 minus 1, that is 8. So if one of the number is x, another number will be what? 9 minus x. Common mistake is what? X minus 9, which is absolutely wrong. If you think a little, you will never do wrong. Suppose one of the numbers, sum of the two numbers is 9. Let one of the number be 2. What is the other number? You get the answer. Think. 9 minus 2, that is 7. So this is what we are going to use. So here I will assume let. Now I cannot assume here which number is greater and smaller. So let one of the numbers be x. So what will be the other number? Other number will be sum minus first number, 9 minus x. I think so this part is absolutely clear to you all. Now go for the condition. 18 times the sum of their reciprocal. So before you start anything, you need to think what will be the reciprocal of these two numbers. What will be the reciprocal of x? 1 upon x. What will be the reciprocal of the other number? 1 upon 9 minus x. Okay, so first think of the reciprocal. Now go for the condition. 18 times 18 times means multiplication. 18 times the sum of their reciprocal is also 9. Condition is what? See, for your understanding I am writing it. You can directly also write it down. 18 times. So this tell you multiplied by 18. 18 times the sum of reciprocals. Okay. Sum of their reciprocals is also equal to what? 9. So how do I get the equation here, children? 18 multiplying. So I will put a bracket because sum is binomial, na? 18 times sum means plus of what? Their reciprocal. What is the reciprocal of x? 1 upon x. What is the reciprocal of 9 minus x? 1 upon 9 minus x. 18 times the sum of their reciprocals is equal to 9. This is going to give us the equation. Next step, you know only what we need to do. We need to simplify. You see now 18 and 9. If I shift, since they can be simplified, I shall shift 18 that side. I will not make it more complicated by multiplying the bracket. That understanding you have to develop by solving the sum. So 1 upon x plus 1 upon 9 minus x is equal to 9, and this whole divided by 18. Whole multiplied by 18. No, it was so 9 ones are and 2s are. Simpler numbers we have got. Now this pattern also you have practiced lot many sum. How to simplify these questions also. Yeah. So first we shall go for the standard form. What is the LCM of x and 9 minus x? The product. So 1 multiplied by 9 minus x plus this 1 multiplied by x, okay, is equal to 1 upon 2. Then you can simplify. 9 plus minus x gets cancelled. What left here is 9 upon, multiply this, open this bracket, 9 into x, 9x, minus x into x, x square is equal to 1 upon 2. Again you can simplify it by cross multiplication. 9 2s are 18 equals, take it to this side, 9x minus x square. For getting the standard form, shifting these all terms to the left hand side, minus x square becomes plus x square minus 9x. Already you have 18 here, so plus 18 equals 0. This is, you have got the quadratic equation in standard form. You need to work out for that. Coefficient of x square 1 into 18, so our product is 18. Product is positive, we are finding sum. Sum should be minus 9. Two numbers, product 18, sum 9. Yes, what are they? 3 and 6. Both will be negative. Minus 3 into minus 6 plus 18, minus 3 plus minus 6 minus 9. Directly I am writing the factors here. X minus 3 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. That gives you x minus 3 is 0, or don't skip any step, no matter how easy you find it, equal to 0. And finally you conclude x is equal to 3 or x is equal to 6. So one of the number is either 3 or 6. Okay. So we need to find the other number also. No? Other number will be what? 9 minus x. So 9 minus x is when you take x is equal to 3, it is 9 minus 3, or when x is equal to 6, it is 9 minus 6. So what it will be? 6 or 3. So what is your final answer? The two numbers are, you have seen that the order does not make any difference here. So we can write the answer directly. The two numbers are 3 and 6. I think so. These two examples have given you the proper working, how you have to work out. We shall work on many more sums on this, and you also keep practicing sums yourself. Thank you.